the first 5 games coming into this game. So I felt pretty confident, but it's nothing like I'd ever experienced. It was one high-pitched scream. All the hairs, when I had hair, were on the back of my neck, sticking up my arms and all that sort of stuff. It did. I did indeed, but
all right.
It was a whirlwind of a game. I mean, it was a fantastic occasion. But if you was to put the two teams up, the team I played in and the Inter team, the Rummenigges of this like, and compare them to the teams that are playing nowadays, the unbelievable distance.
And there's the two managers, two friends, very good friends, and of course Mihajlovic was assistant to Mancini.
Strange for him to be back against Mancini, do you think?
Yes, it is. They've actually had a bet as well. The winner will pay lots of money to a charity.
Very good.
Nice. So I'm sure both of them would love to get their hand in their pocket and pay out. But yeah, it is going to be strange, but they know each other to the inside out.
Wonderful gesture. I'm sure I heard Mihajlovic say in an interview in the middle of last season he wouldn't take the AC job because of his interconnections. What changed over the summer?
Funny. The promise of a rebuild side, promise of money to put into that side. That will attract anybody. But as we say, we've seen many managers move on from this club because of lack of investment. But he must have had the nod.
In a word, pick him.
It's very, very tight. I fancy Inter tonight, and I hate saying that.
Inter, yes, I do as well. I think they're just a little bit ahead in their rebuilding.
OK, let's get over to the San Siro and join our commentary team of Richard Whittle and Paul Visca.
Physicality of Inter.
In fact, the only aspect not changed by Milan, their front two, Bacca and Luiz Adriano, the two goal scorers against Empoli to give the Rossoneri their first 3 points of the season, while there is a change up front for Inter from the side that defeated Carpi. Jovetić is joined by captain this season, Mauro Icardi. Only played 15 minutes so far this campaign, came off in round 1 against Atalanta, and they're supported by new boy Ivan Perisic, who apparently is one of the best bright things in the game.
Definitely, we're really interested to see him in action. Of course, was at Wolfsburg the last couple of seasons. Not a prolific goal scorer, but when he does score, they're always goals that stand out. He's not an out-and-out striker, hence Mancini very content that Icardi can lead the attack, but he's got two wonderful, skillful players in behind him. So for Milan also they have that with Bacca and Luiz Adriano in behind them, very skillful player in Honda, so evens things up very well.
But Honda back in after round 1. He was taken off, sacrificed after Ely was sent off early against Fiorentina in that disastrous round 1 encounter in Florence. So Honda gets a second chance for this campaign. Also in defence, Zapata keeps his place beside Romagnoli, even if Mexès is back fit, and Ely has served his suspension, so a nod of approval for Zapata. We'll see how the central defensive partnership fares against Jovetić, Icardi and Perisic, while also Inter, Murillo has been joined by Medel. Miranda hasn't made it, and so a midfielder in defence for the Nerazzurri. We have kick-off in the derby, the Derby della Madonnina, number 163. And already 10 seconds on the clock, and we have the first foul.
Well, Santon there just ran into De Sciglio. You're talking about Medel in this heart of defence, so has played there for Chile and also for Cardiff, obviously in a different league completely. But obviously Mancini believes that his midfield are strong enough to drop back there. Felipe Melo can drop back in front of the defenders and close out any options through there. So Medel isn't left 1-on-1 against Bacca or Luiz Adriano. He's the most diminutive player on the pitch. Both sides are two big, strong physical sides, especially Inter. And even in the warm-up, it's incredible to see them, how tall, strong, strapping players they are, this Inter side.
Here's Santon. Guarín encouraging him to play the ball forward. Bounce high, difficult for Jovetić to control. De Sciglio back on the left-hand side after starting the campaign on the right. As we see Ignazio Abate for the first time this campaign, due to the injury to Antonelli.
The first ball over the top there from Montolivo, trying to test Medel, who reacted well, got back into a good position, was able to head the ball away, and Inter win another free kick. Second foul on Santon. Medel will be able to take these from the back. He's obviously midfielder, so secure at the back, playing the ball forward.
Ball chipped forward, header won by Romagnoli against Perisic. Santon takes his time, gives the ball back to Medel.
Once again it was Montolivo trying to play that ball quickly through for Luiz Adriano, trying to knock it on to Bacca, and with Montolivo in there, you can't bypass Honda, can you? Can't leave him out of the game.
There's a mistake by Murillo, and Bacca feeds Luiz Adriano. What a save by Handanović. What a mistake in defence by Murillo, and a let off for the home side.
Should have been 1-0 to Milan there, and a bit of nerves early on there from the Inter defence, and Luiz Adriano should have finished that off. Of course, excellent save by Handanović, but 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper. Wasn't a firm shot. He didn't really believe in himself, did he? I thought Bacca might have had a shot further out. We'll see it again. I thought here maybe Bacca might have fired off a shot, but there's a neat ball in behind the defence, and there that's I wouldn't say a lazy finish, but it could have been a much more forceful effort. A good start for Milan.
But Handanović getting his angles right. And already we have a keeper involved. In only 3 minutes.
As we know, Paul, as we've said before, when Roberto Mancini returned to Inter, always entertainment with Mancini's sides, and sometimes at the back a little bit shaky, but as we saw there, but they got away with it.
Here's Honda. Challenge coming in from Felipe Melo.
Yeah, back in Italian football.
And now Inter on this counter-attack. Jovetić. He's got Icardi on the left-hand side, waiting for arrival on the right from Guarín. Arrival does come. It's from Santon, and now Guarín. Low cross in, cut out by Montolivo. And Santon, quick ball in for the Felipe Melo.
Got to say, Mancini's the feeling is he'll get the best out of Jovetić. Monty said he isn't a midfielder, he's a more... He's called him a striker, basically, not even a support striker. So, but he's allowed that freedom to drop back and play where he wants, and I think he'll really thrive here at Inter under Mancini.
Here's Santon. There's the ball for Guarín again. Very low cross in. Luiz Adriano with a risky back heel, didn't come off. Let fly from the edge of the box, Stevan Jovetić.
That's what we're talking about, that freedom there to drop away from the penalty area, fire off the shot. Mistake at one end at Inter, then suddenly you've got Luiz Adriano coming back, losing possession in a dangerous position, and Inter closing up that midfield area, winning the ball high up the pitch, and Jovetić firing off that shot just wide of the post. Great start from both sides.
Yeah, Mancini even saying that Jovetić is not considered as a trequartista. He's either going to be one of the front two. And even Mancini saying you can see some of himself in Jovetić. That's a great compliment.
Absolutely, and we know that Mancini is looking for a player that reminded him of himself in his playing days, and Jovetić coming from Manchester City, where really I don't think he really fitted into the English game in the Premier League. But back in Italian football, of course, after a spell at Fiorentina as well. And Felipe Melo back in Italian football, as I was saying before, his spell at Juventus. Another player that Mancini coached at Galatasaray, so knows him well. So he knows these players that he's brought in very well. And moulding the side. On the other end, Mihajlovic having to work with a completely new set of players. Although he's been... I think very, very pleased with the front two, Bacca and Luiz Adriano.
Here is Bacca, but the whistle has gone for a foul on Medel.
I don't know about that, really. I don't know about that at all. There's a ball over the top there, and Bacca strong. Let's have a look again.
Just the nudge.
Well, yeah, maybe just a nudge in the back there. And Medel made sure that the referee saw it, but Bacca strong, direct.
Flick on by Icardi, cut on by Zapata. Felipe Melo intercepts from Honda. Kondogbia. As you said, one of those big strapping lads in midfield for Inter. That's a great pass through. Luiz Adriano's second chance against Handanović, and this time he skies it wide.
Well, he's had two chances there, two good chances. The first one a great chance, that one less so, but still, Bacca, wonderful through ball, as you said. The first touch, little bit hesitant, and then Murillo back there with that sliding challenge. That was the last-ditch challenge. It was a very dangerous challenge as well, but did enough to put Luiz Adriano off.
Great pace though by Bacca and Luiz Adriano, something that Milan have been lacking over the last couple of seasons, and already causing problems to the Inter defence as Icardi can't reach that long ball through the middle. And Diego Lopez enjoying a relaxed opening to the match compared to his counterpart on the other end.
Absolutely, you've got to say that Milan have created by far the better chances so far, and it has been almost, would you say, almost on the counter-attack, if you like. There's Kucka going down.
The one difference from last season, Richard, is on the counter-attack at pace.
But it's a constructive counter-attack, isn't it? It's getting the ball through that middle quickly, and just at the moment Honda out of the game completely because the pace of the game has been so high, and Bacca's been dropping into the Honda role and playing the ball through to Luiz Adriano, making it difficult for the two central defenders for Inter to defend. Really, they've got to defend space, and they're not the fastest, are they? As we've seen twice there when they've been put right open. Just had a replay there, that Jovetić shot, the best effort for Inter so far.
Zapata to Abate, lifts it over the top again. Luiz Adriano holding off his marker. Now on that, plays in the low cross. Medel intercepts, but it's a poor clearance by Medel. And Honda has another chance to slide in the ball to the middle, and Handanović off his line.
On that occasion there, the first ball on his weaker right foot. Bacca there getting stuck into Handanović, wasn't he? Wanted to stop Handanović throwing the ball away. He's showing his competitive spirit early on. This is what Milan were lacking as well. You're talking a lot of things that Milan were lacking last season. That was another thing at times as well. But finally Honda getting into the game. First cross to the right foot, a weak one. The second one just chipped in there. Handanović with his height coming out, claiming that ball easily. And
Honda getting in the game, drifting out of position, not playing in his role behind the front two, but spinning onto the right hand side.
And certainly Mihailovic's options there in that support role. Souza on the bench, and Bonaventura would love to play there, wouldn't he?
Lovely play by Icardi to Guarín. He's taking his time with the cross. The read by Abate, and then Kucka, Jovetić, and Felipe Melo takes over. Ball chipped into the middle by Guarín. Again Abate with the header away. Then Romagnoli, but drops on the volley to Perisic.
That's the first time we've seen him in action. And one to forget on the volley. Would have been a wonderful strike if it got anywhere near the goal there. But just looking at that Milan central defence, look there, Mario Balotelli on the bench yet again. And when will we see him in action? He hasn't played since April, long time out, and definitely second string to Bacca and Luiz Adriano. But just in that centre Milan defence there, Zapata and Romagnoli getting caught out of position. They were swapping positions there when the ball was played into the box and was left to Abate to clear twice.
The experience of Ignazio Abate. It's well played in midfield by Felipe Melo. Releases Santon. Going on De Sciglio. Two players dubbed the new Paolo Maldini.
Yeah, at various stages in their careers, and they find that the hard way that when you're built up, you're easily knocked down, and De Sciglio a lot of injuries. Santon of course moved to Newcastle in England, coming back to Italian football, didn't have a great season last year, but obviously Mancini believes in him, which has given him he is a confidence player. I think also De Sciglio as well, and you still see, he's seen it for a number of years, De Sciglio's future at right back, but with Abate in good form, he's the man to play at right back, and that left back position up for grabs.
There's a free kick for Milan. Kondogbia fouls Kucka. Abate. Blind pass forward.
And once again, Inter just closing up that midfield. Nothing was on for Abate, the right back, really in a position where the midfielder should be on the ball. And I've got to say overall that Inter have constructed more. Milan the more direct approach at the moment.
The referee indicates that the foul has been committed by De Sciglio.
And it's a good little tussle, isn't it, with Santon. Clumsy challenge really there by De Sciglio. Was a little bit out of position, needed to be further out towards the touchline. Forced Santon back in fields again. It's this free kick a long way out, right down by the touchline. As we get a shot there of the players jostling for position, of course.
Montolivo and Felipe Melo, two former Fiorentina players as well, as Jovetić and Ljajić on the bench. There's Medel with an overhead pass back to Jovetić.
And you see Medel there wanting to get involved, a midfielder. He's got to just sit back all evening, get dragged forward.
Crossing on the left hand side, dangerously driven in by Perisic.
It's an excellent ball, wasn't it, from Perisic? And Icardi almost getting on to the end of it. Medel winning that header there.
But getting the ball onto the feet of Luiz Adriano, touch on by Honda. Lovely play by Japanese number 10. But Medel tidying up well in midfield defence, only to give it away to De Sciglio. Bonaventura is the ball to Montolivo. Now Abate. Great play by Abate. Can he play in the cross? Oh, it's Kucka.
Yep, first time we've seen Kucka involved. Neat turn.
This time Abate is involved in the attack, and he hasn't been brought down by Perisic.
Well, he was looking for that, wasn't he, really? There's Kucka. That neat turn inside the box, and just couldn't deliver. And he hurdled the challenge there.
Icardi, wonderful ball. Guarín. He has his two strikers taken for in the middle. Clearance by Romagnoli.
Well, both strikers went wide rather than remaining in the middle.
There's Jovetić dropping deep again. And that pass was easily read by Romagnoli. It was impressive for the Italy under 21s against Slovenia in midweek. More so than his Juventus counterpart, Rugani.
Well, both players, future really of the Azzurri, aren't they? Maybe not in the next European Championships, but definitely looking towards the World Cup. Milan investing in the future for Romagnoli.
Bonaventura, great run to the left hand side. Honda fancies his chances with the shot, but off balance, and the ball spins way off target.
Well, perfect position for the right-footed player, and a bit of frustration, one thinks, for Honda and also for Mihajlović. Honda not involved in the game at all, really, just wanting to get involved. Shot well wide.
Handanović under pressure inside his 6-yard box. Well, broke off Jovetić.
It's fortunate there for De Sciglio. He's caught out of position again. He allowed Jovetić to get goal side of him. Just needs to get his positioning better. Left back. It's a wasted ball forward, isn't it?
Or is it?
Should have been.
Because Handanović is aware of his goal. Hesitation between the goalkeeper and Murillo this time.
Well, if the goalkeeper's going to come, he's got to come right out there and clear the ball, not stop. Ball played over the top like that. If the keeper makes a decision, somebody's got to take the initiative and clear the ball.
And Jeison Murillo not having the most confident of start in his derby, but in to get the break there in midfield. The referee waves play on. Kondogbia, still Kondogbia, drives his shot straight at Abate. Juan Jesus was arriving late on the overlap down the left hand side. To the edge of the box, cornered by Montolivo, doing Also the dirty work usually left to Nigel de Jong. Bonaventura, great ball through the middle. The flag stays down. Luiz Adriano. Great sliding tackle by Juan Jesus.
Once again, Inter caught there for pace. That defence is all over the place. Milan have got to make more of these situations there. Again, Luiz Adriano had to look up, wanted to shoot on the right foot when that was a left-footed effort he should have had there. There's Icardi going down, wasn't fouled at all. But 3 presentable chances for Luiz Adriano. And really, he should have had a goal to his name already.
All the chances for Milan falling to the Brazilian and not his counterpart Bacca. Again, he's looking dangerous, spins away well from Felipe Melo. Kucka fancies a shot from here, blocked by Juan Jesus. But Milan enjoying certainly the better chances here in the opening 18 minutes.
Yeah, just starting to stretch Inter very concerned through the centre, hence Felipe Melo playing in front of the 2 central defenders, which is leaving that space. Kondogbia also hasn't got into the game at all. He's been a bystander really.
Felipe Melo staying on his feet long enough to play the pass to Perisic. Return ball from Icardi. Perisic quite comfortable with the ball at his feet. Points to Santon. Knows what he wants on the pitch. He's got the ball back, the number 44. Spreads a simple pass to Juan Jesus on the left-hand side. Milan have tracked everybody back, apart from the 2 strikers. Abate.
Excellent play by Abate there. Jovetić did well, getting the ball wide, but it's a slow build-up from Inter, isn't it?
A deflected cross from Guarín.
There's no real pace to it. The ball goes out to the left, then it goes back out to the right. Milan can get back into their central defensive positions. Their midfield can line up in front of the penalty area and defend well. And I've got to say that Inter very fortunate to get the corner there. Andrea Shevchenko, a shot. Great man for the derbies here in Milan, of course, for the Rossoneri.
Many former greats at the San Siro this evening. There's Jovetić from the corner flag, headed away by Kucka. Juan Jesus. Santon gives the ball back to Juan Jesus. And it's offside. Again, Inter static, and we expected the opposite from how the teams performed in the first 2 rounds. Instead, as Milan have got the mobility, and I think they have so much confidence. And Inter playing a waiting game, but waiting too long. Predictable.
Well, you saw there 4 players just walking out, and that ball was hoisted forward. Another hopeful ball played forward. I'm going to say Milan looking comfortable. A lot of the local pundits and the press are putting Inter as firm favourites for this match, but certainly has not been the case in the first 20 minutes. Milan, got to say, should have been ahead really.
Bonaventura allowed to play on by the referee. Not much of an advantage though for Milan. It would have been better to have that free kick down by the corner flag. The referee makes amends by awarding this free kick here. And the Rossoneri can fly a free kick into the middle.
That's what we get from Felipe Melo. There wasn't much in that really, was there? Hand across the shoulder. There's another great Zanetti.
Another statistic that Zanetti would like to be reminded of, but no other player in the history of the Milan derby has lost as many. Obviously, if you don't compete.
Well,
in
exactly.
As many,
he's played in quite a few. That's the thing.
Only one player has played more, and that is legendary Paolo Maldini, who is missing from the arena this evening. Perhaps looking forward to his new project in Miami. Here is Honda with his cultured left foot to swing the ball into the middle. Look out for Kucka. Headed away by Icardi. Montolivo. Cross deflected back in. And again Icardi with the header away. And a shot at the edge of the box. from Bonaventura. Again brings to Honda. And Santon puts in the challenge.
Quick challenge there from Santon. Again, Inter showing their physical side.
This time no free kick. And this could be a yellow. Abate caught out by the skill of Stevan Jovetić. And we have the first booking of the match.
Not the foul wasn't wonderful, the skill was wonderful. You could see that coming. Abate's played in a lot of derbies. As I said before, some of the players here haven't. He's come out with that attitude. It's a derby game, no one's going to get past me, and almost a rugby tackle there.
They're having to cover in the left back row because of De Sciglio being caught going forward. De Sciglio looking for the free kick. He left that space in defence. And Abate has been sent off also in the derby. Actually sent off in Milan's last win. The winning goal scored by Nigel de Jong back in 2014. Abate was sent off late on. He's also had some difficulties against a certain Diego Milito in the derbies of past. Montolivo dinks the ball forward, slotting into his natural position. Montolivo, and Kucka overruns the ball, takes out Juan Jesus.
Again, there's an excellent opportunity to take the ball forward. First touch let him down completely, and knew he was going to commit the foul because there was a lot of space for Juan Jesus to run into if it got ahead of Kucka. Well, so far, coming up 25 minutes, let's say Milan creating the better chances. Inter probably constructing more, and certainly won the physical battle. But could easily have been 1-0.
Kondogbia with a great ball for Icardi. The flag is up.
That's where Icardi's most dangerous, making that run across there. Well, that was pretty close. That was a very good call. Again, De Sciglio caught out. It's going to say at the moment has been probably Milan's weak link. Although the two central defenders, if they're pushing out, the full back, you just got to follow them because they're the ones who lead the way.
You got the two central defenders pushing up towards the halfway line as Diego Lopez takes the free kick. Flick on by Luiz Adriano. On that, couldn't control.
Neat play by Felipe Melo, wasn't it?
Dummy again by Jovetić.
That's what we want to see. More of that, the skill factors, skills like that. Just a little touch. And then the dummy there from Jovetić as well.
Quick ball by Kondogbia, far too quick. Easy for Zapata. And Medel intercepts. And his interception again lands to the feet of De Sciglio. Bonaventura says he's in makers of space, can have the ball please. And it's quickly closed down by Icardi. Now Romagnoli. That is possession gifted to Inter.
Again, not working through that midfield. Really, you've got to, in that situation, just let this play continue here.
Jovetić. Ball breaks to Perisic. Now Guarín. Shot deflected by De Sciglio out for a corner. But there, perhaps Inter giving Milan the ball, saying what they could construct. They gave the ball away, and Inter had them on the hop.
Exactly, that's what we were talking before. That direct approach for Milan has worked, but when they've got to construct things, it's not happening. Romagnoli giving the ball away, and really didn't want to leave it back in there, wanting the ball, keeping it moving. And Guarín, just one thought in his mind once he got inside the area, he was never going to cross the ball into the 6-yard area.
Jovetić. Low corner kick headed away by Montolivo at the edge of the 6-yard box. Now Juan Jesus to Santon. Just as comfortable on the left hand side as he is on the right. And again Jovetić. Cross deflected by Bonaventura. Perisic. Guarín, and it was fancy, but it didn't come off.
Well, I'm talking about the skills, but the skills in the right moment, in the right part of the pitch, and that certainly wasn't it. It's a better ball though.
Jovetić quickly into the middle for Icardi. Lay the ball back for Guarín, but Icardi leaning into Zapata. You've got to say Felipe Melo. And he said that he was remembered for his spell at Juventus, a very unsuccessful Juventus. He said he was given the blame for a lot of things that wasn't his fault, and you've got to say for his performance here in the first 27 minutes he has been very impressive indeed.
No, without doubt, and that defensive role in the centre in front of the two central defenders has been excellent.
Miguel again is in the right place, but then his distribution was awry.
It's better defending there, wasn't it? The header.
The referee lets everything continue.
Rightfully so. There, two players just going for the ball, weren't they? And over the top, and Handanović had to be quickly off his line. Abate was closing in on him.
And they're trying to make progress on the left-hand side with Juan Jesus. That's the foul on Kucka.
Kucka's another strong physical player. Just getting the arm across there, making sure that got his body between the ball and the man.
Another player to arrive from Genoa, much to the ire of the hardcore Milan supporters. Getting rather fed up of the players doing and throwing between Milan and Genoa.
See there, when Jesus just got caught on the left foot. Handanović having a discussion there with the fourth official,
explaining the rules of the game as perceived by Jeison Murillo. Just the one booking so far. Ignazio Abate. Tackles have been flying in, but they're flying in cleanly, as we see Biabiany, a player who was so close to signing for Milan, and then had his medical. But also the club discovered that he had a heart problem. He was out for a year or so, and now he's back in again at Inter.
Yeah, back with Inter. It's good to see him back in the squad. It was a worrying time, of course, for the player. There have been a few players that are moving between the clubs down through the years, and Bonaventura was meant to join Inter, wasn't he? And then Milan stepped in, and on the bench Adem Ljajić was on his way to Milan, ended up down at Roma. Players could have been at different clubs for different reasons, end up wearing a different shirt.
There's De Sciglio given a chance to run at the edge of the Inter box, but his effort was dragged wide. Another player that did turn out for Inter, but never in the derby, was Andrea Poli, who was on the bench. Some thought he was expected to start, with Bonaventura playing behind Bacca and Luiz Adriano, with Honda on the bench instead. There's Poli, who has been given the substitute's role. Perhaps with Poli in midfield, then Bonaventura more mobile than Honda. I could even have had more success. Kucka, well played. There's the run from Luiz Adriano. Always causing problems for Murillo, but this time the Inter new boy puts in the tackle.
It's good defending there, straight across, getting the foot in immediately, putting the ball out. Kucka as well, he was with Inter, although I don't think he'd ever played for them, did he?
No. That was another strange transfer manoeuvre. A lovely ball in for Honda. Playing the cross. These two strikers are in the middle waiting for some delivery. Honda goes for the shot. And then Handanović down in his near post. Safe hands.
I was expecting Handanović to see the shot from there.
Experience from Felipe Melo.
Honda wanted to go on the physical side there with Felipe Melo.
Jovetić looks so sharp this evening, Stevan Jovetić. Guarín back in for the Montenegrin, who falls over his own feet and touches the ball with his hand.
Yeah, just stumbled there. Well, who's been bright, but at times just overrunning it, and you see they're stumbling. Even the best of them can't keep their balance. There's that shot at the other end. Handanović holding on to the ball, dragging it into the body.
Handanović signing a contract extension, despite talks of him wanting to leave. Perhaps he sees Inter with his new project being capable of qualifying for the Champions League and doing something in that premier European tournament in years to come. Great working back there by Luiz Adriano. He gets a return pass from De Sciglio. Guarín covering the right back role, vacated by Santon as he pushed forward on that. Play does seem to slow down when he reaches Milan number 10. Bacca cutting across. There's Bonaventura. De Sciglio over in the penalty box for Milan. Bacca still endeavouring outside and tripped up by Felipe Melo. Bacca stays down. Milan continue with their star striker on the deck. Bonaventura is going to tee up a shot, instead he plays the cross out.
Poor ball in the end there. I don't know if it was put off slightly by, in fact, Bacca was down there, but Felipe Melo, their little kick on Bacca. Bacca back on his feet again. That's good to see. He wasn't calling for the trainer, but an
unintentional trod there by Felipe Melo.
Just think at times that I think Milan's passing is not more simple to man. Inter trying to do a little bit too much, aren't they really? I saw there Felipe Melo giving the ball away very cheaply, trying to play the ball outside of the boot. I've seen Jovetić overrunning it, quick 1-2s. Milan's play has been a little bit more, as I said before, direct and simple.
It is Jovetić, plays the ball in quickly to Santon. Now Perisic. It's not a quiet match so far. And stopped by De Sciglio.
Yeah, very easily on that occasion.
Now Inter needs some movement inside the box. Coming from Jovetić, but this time boxed out by 4 Milan players. Long ball over the top. Luiz Adriano's got away from Juan Jesus. Claims for a handball. And spotted by the ref.
And there it was, again the long ball forward. See it bouncing up, definite handball.
Kondogbia. Felipe Melo. Heading into the final 10 minutes of the first half of the Derby della Madonnina. Still goalless. Oh, I promise you goals. Plenty of action.
And there should have been, really. Luiz Adriano, golden opportunity early on.
Now for just 3 minutes, the best chance of the match still so far. Jovetić unable to link up with Icardi. Remember, these two have never played together.
I know, but he's trying too much, isn't he? They're not in the same wavelength to try that sort of ball. That's it. You know, players have been playing together for a number of years and play that quick ball.
Murillo's been caught out of position again by Luiz Adriano. And the two tangle inside the box as De Sciglio takes a take on Santon. Bonaventura, space for Montolivo. It was an attempted shot. Clearance by Medel. As Bacca falls dramatically inside the box. Here's Bonaventura. Again Bacca. The referee blows the whistle in favour of Inter. Romagnoli.
Well, that could have gone either way, really. But Romagnoli needs to get away from the referee. Got in there in front of Jovetić. That should have gone Milan's way.
That's what Romagnoli was trying to tell the referee in quite an uncouth manner.
So under 10 minutes remaining, still goalless. And
Murillo risking another pass there at the back from the Luiz Adriano. Juan Jesus looks to go over the top.
That's where you feel the goal might come from. Mistake at the back. Don't want to say that, because I've said that many a time in a Milan derby. There's a yellow card.
The referee. So he starts his little sprint, Mr. Rocky. It means he's going to brandish a card. And Juan Jesus even turning round to the ref. Back in the day, that was not accepted behaviour.
Let's have a look again. Kucka. Well, it's a definite yellow card there. Jovetić going down too easily. But the game's been played at a high tempo. And overall, I think Milan will be the happier of the two sides at the moment. Once again, Romagnoli giving the ball away cheaply.
There's space now for Perisic. To Guarín. Guarín had a quiet game. And again, his cross is poor from the right-hand side. That's not the quality you expect from Fredy Guarín.
Yeah, he's out of sorts, isn't he? I think he should be content that he's in the team. He needs to stand out as well in this midfield. Mancini has a lot of options in there. Guarín has to battle for his place.
Kucka feeds Luiz Adriano once again inside the penalty box. The Brazilian.
No support there, was there, at all? It's getting very stretched, the play from Milan. The midfielders aren't really supporting the front two. They're getting the ball in positions, but no one to pass to.
Abate. This cross headed away by Murillo. De Sciglio. Now Romagnoli. Zapata. And Milan happy to pick their passes. Kucka running through the middle. Gets a 1-2. Great play. Kucka taking on Juan Jesus, who stops the ball with his heel.
Important moment that. Juan Jesus standing his ground. Kucka turned back inside. And the other move he went on the outside. So Juan Jesus was wary of that.
Jovetić, let's fly. Out of nothing. That was crafted the opening goal.
Absolutely, as you say, out of nothing. Here's the one end, Kucka turning back inside, then at the other, on the left foot, well struck and not far wide, was it? Just standing off there, Milan, and Jovetić letting one fly. And I think Diego Lopez would have been beaten there. Wouldn't have any closer. I don't think he would have got to that. Excellent effort. Two best chances coming from Jovetić for Inter. Luiz Adriano for Milan. The closest to breaking the deadlock.
Icardi has been out of sorts, but perhaps to be expected with a player just 15 minutes under his belt this campaign.
Yeah, and he hasn't had much delivery into the box, as we were saying before. Nothing from the left. Inter not really operating on that left-hand side at all. And then Fredy Guarín on the right-hand side. His crossing's been poor from too far out, too flat, and easily cleared away.
Icardi, before Mancini arrived, was purely a penalty box striker. Nothing was expected from outside of the 18-yard area. But now, after his time with Mancini, he has developed. More is asked of him to get involved in the game, to link up with his teammates.
Absolutely, and of course he was joint top goal scorer in Serie A last season with Luca Toni. Yeah, a lot of fouls now coming in. Well, not really fouls, but players looking for fouls, trying to break up that breaks up the rhythm of the play. Looking to the referee. Early on it was set the tone. Some good meaty challenges early on.
Luiz Adriano stopped by Santon. Felipe Melo. That's Kucka in on top of Kondogbia.
Kuczka's come into the game more, playing more and coming away from the wing, and Honda's going out wide now. And Kuczka's been more of an influence in the centre, can get involved, make the challenges. He's got neat passing, and a good physical presence as well.
Also has a great shot on him. There's Santon losing out to De Sciglio. And now Felipe Melo comes across. De Sciglio put himself back up quickly. Great turn by Bacca on that. Murillo winning one tackle. And running through Montolivo for a second. It's a free kick for Inter. It was An opportunity for an overlap on the right-hand side there. Honda was waiting for somebody arriving. He delayed his pass, allowed Juan Jesus, who was, to come in. And he has been the most impressive of the defenders for Inter this evening. Under fire last year. Juan Jesus, the only regular last campaign to keep his place in the starting lineup. Ranocchia on the bench. Vidic out of the squad completely. And this is studs showing from Honda. He's going to get a yellow card.
That's a rare occurrence. Honda getting booked for a foul. Have a look at that again. Talking about there, Juan Jesus. Jesus out on the left-hand side, but he's not really a left-back, so he doesn't offer anything going forward in the sense of a left-back linking up the play. That was a fair enough challenge. Well, it was a challenge of players not used to making challenges, let's put it that way.
They certainly won the ball cleanly enough.
With both studs showing like that. You know, a good midfielder go in, keep the studs down, win the ball strongly. Look at De Jong.
De Jong watching from the bench, no doubt, suffering.
Oh, definitely. A player like that, Nigel De Jong, who always wants to play. You've taken that as a good professional, but inside, seething.
Jovetić, his free kick bounces right through for Diego Lopez to gather on his line.
Almost the goalkeeper's was flat there, was straight. A little touch from Guarín. Slightest of touches, but didn't really change the direction of the ball. Straight at Lopez. Another long ball forward.
Romagnoli getting the ball away so easily. Romagnoli.
Yeah, that is the problem from the centre defence. He's giving the ball away. Stepping in well there. He's got to play the ball short to Montolivo.
That's what Montolivo just said to Richard. Yeah, Montolivo just dropped short and said, Romagnoli, play the ball to me, I'm meant to be doing that. Abate overrunning the ball there, he's been caught out. Juan Jesus galloping forward on the left-hand side for Inter, lays the ball in for Kondogbia. And now, number 13, Guarín, into the path of Icardi. Shot blocked by Romagnoli, corner kick for Inter.
Bit more pace from Inter, with 4 players going into the box. Finally a bit of pace. Icardi getting involved as well. But it came again from a poor touch. Abate this time. And just from Milan are coming, excuse me, Paul, just from Milan are coming forward, they're losing possession.
Corner kick in from Jovetić, the referee.
Another corner.
Blows for a second consecutive corner kick. I'm about to say that Romagnoli defensively covering Icardi very well.
No, yes, definitely getting back on that side, there's no doubt about that. Just his distribution needs to be a lot better.
Offside against Jovetić from the return pass there from Medel. And that is elementary mistake.
Absolutely, isn't it? There, don't give the ball back when the player's running out from the corner. It's always going to be offside. Although Medel, you'd probably say he's being pushed in the back there by De Sciglio when he pushed into making the pass. But,
and that in fact it wasn't a pass, he was simply falling over.
It was a good passage of play there from Inter, but coming to nothing, and looks like we're going to be heading to the interval goalless.
Well, one match remaining after this in round 3 in Serie A because of fear of the storms hitting the city of Genoa. Sampdoria postponed their match until tomorrow, but so far not one match in Serie A this campaign has finished goalless. 1 minute of time added on in this first half, then 45 minutes in the second, and the match does need a goal really. It could get bogged down.
Does has fallen into the old ways of the Milan derby.
Ball swung in by Bonaventura. And Jovetić will take on Abate. Abate has been booked, can't risk anything silly here. Still number 10 Jovetić. Going to fall for Icardi. Saved by Diego Lopez. The flag stayed down. That was a golden opportunity for Mauro Icardi. Right at the death of the first half. Still Inter. Play the ball into the middle. The minute is up and the referee blows the half-time whistle, Richard.
Well, really, Inter should have been going into the break ahead. Look at that. Again, who's the man playing him on side? De Sciglio. Caught out of position again. Great save though by Lopez, wasn't it, with the foot?
Two great saves, one at the start, one at the end of the first half. Join us for the second to see some goals in this Milan derby.
Go wandering, the two centre halves especially, but after that, it's a bit more quality.
It's playground stuff.
It is.
It is really playground stuff.
But to be honest, it's easy to sort out. Once Miranda's back, then that will strengthen that a lot. But the last third, they can find a bit of understanding between the players up top, then maybe they can get a goal.
OK, let's get back over to the San Siro and rejoin our match commentators. Paul Visca, but first, Richard Whittle.
Adriano not dropped back into the Honda role. So plenty of discussion at the start of this second half.
The whistle has gone, we're back underway as the rain begins to fall on the San Siro surface. We were expecting thunderstorms this evening, they haven't materialized, but now we have a heavy rain, and we'll see how that affects the playing surface, and therefore how it affects the control and play of the players.
Well, first opportunity, second half goes Milan's way. Another free kick. It's got to the end of the first half. It was littered with a lot of free kicks, breaking up the tempo of play. We don't want to see that. But here's an opportunity for an early chance for Milan, who should have been ahead early on in the first half. And this set move here where the players line up right on the edge of the penalty area, then race out and then have to check back in again.
Exactly what they've done. As Honda delivers the free kick, dealt with by the Inter defence. Juan Jesus looks for Jovetić, chased back by his fellow number 10 Honda, and Jovetić has to wait for support. Guarín with a shot blocked quite easily by Milan. Bonaventura back for Honda.
And you don't want Honda back in there. This has been the problem really. He took the free kick again. It wasn't the best delivery from the first half. A similar delivery, too flat, easily cleared away. Then he's the last man has to race back into the left back position. But you really expect De Sciglio to have been back by the time that Milan had possession again, and he was nowhere to be seen.
Fine tackle at midfield by Montolivo. He has been impressive in his debut this season. Only 10 appearances last campaign after breaking his shin bone. Cross flighted in by Kucka, goes outside of the box, still retrieved by Bacca. Bonaventura. Solid challenge from Guarín. So we expect from the Inter number 13. Jovetić against Zapata. Waits for Juan Jesus. Cross cut out by Abate. Zapata with a slinky dummy. But then his clearance goes straight out of play.
Well, Juan Jesus, the first real time we've seen him get forward in what would be considered the left back position going forward, but the delivery not of the highest order.
Jovetić lays the ball off for Guarín as Adem Ljajić comes out of the dugout and starts his warm-up. Another late arrival, just as the summer transfer window was about to slam shut. Montolivo.
And this is where Montolivo is a quality player, always looking for the simple pass, and very rarely gives the ball away. That's what I'd like to see him playing a little bit further up the pitch, and support maybe of Luiz Adriano and Bacca.
Here's Luiz Adriano, and there's no free kick there.
He's never going to get a free kick for that. He has to be strong in those positions. That's what I'm talking about. Ljajić, a player of course who knows Italian football very well. In these situations, a big derby, you need the player with the experience of Italian football. We've said before, a lot of players haven't played in the big Italian games and making their debut in the big arena. Sometimes it works, you play with freedom, but I've got to say so far this evening that hasn't been the case.
Especially with number 44, Ivan Perisic. has been the quietest of all the new faces. As a mistake by Diego Lopez, straight to Jovetić. Jovetić looking for the angle for the shot. He had options either side, and that was greedy by Stevan Jovetić.
Absolutely, wasn't it? You've got to pick out your main striker, your target man with a pass there. That's what Jovetić sometimes, as we were talking before, he's too hasty all the time, looking for the champagne sort of play, and there's a loose pass.
Honda's free on the right hand side. Bonaventura goes to the left to Bacca. Carlos Bacca. Back in for Bonaventura. Space for the shot. Now there is for Montolivo. Well wide.
Well, missed a shot on goal from Montolivo from a position more advanced. But, slicing his effort wide. Here's the mistake by Diego Lopez under pressure there. Icardi. And there's Jovetić. Zapata knew what he was doing. Jovetić always going to come inside and go for the shot.
Great run here by Kondogbia. Finally using those long legs of his to eat up some ground.
Yeah, and then he just needs to do the simple thing. He's done the hard work, then look for the ball again.
He's got it. That's a heavy touch, but he's got away from Montolivo. Kondogbia. Brings the ball off to Jovetić. Jovetić strips up Montolivo. And again, Richard overdoing it. Yo-yo.
Exactly. Got the ball there, and there he goes, trying again, and really that should have been a booking. So at times has been sublime in his skills, but as always, even when he played the first time at Fiorentina, he would overdo it, too much of the individual stuff, and then really should bring his teammates into the game. But good to see there Kondogbia doing the simple thing, then wanting the ball again, then making a simple pass, just feeling his way into Italian football. And like Felipe Melo, who's an experienced operator here in Italy.
Santon stripped up by De Sciglio. Goes with Bonaventura. De Sciglio was actually back in his normal position.
Mario Balotelli warming up as well. And we're going to see Mario back finally on the football pitch. And the derby as well.
Never scored for either side in the derby. Mario Balotelli, what a name to bring on. Here's Honda. Cutting across. Finds Bacca. Medel slides in on the challenge, but Bacca's too quick for Murillo. Still Bacca, he's got space now for the shot, lays it off. Bonaventura shot deflected almost into the path of Honda. And Milan have got a corner.
Wasn't a great effort, was it, in the end, but it was sheer persistence from Bacca going it alone. When he looked up, there were 5 Inter defenders in the penalty area and 1 Milan player here. That's an effort that was never going to beat the goalkeeper. Not enough power behind it, but a corner kick at least for Milan. They're making inroads now again on the counter-attack, breaking quickly.
Corner not slided straight into the middle. And by the time the cross is made, he's made it an angle that favours the defence. But Felipe Melo losing out with his control. And Honda is now down by the corner flag. And he still can't play the ball into the middle. Adriano, Bacca. And Zapata still there. Now Honda, third time of asking. The cross is now in. It's all untidy though. Also from Inter defensively. Montolivo's shot. Oh, the pace taken out of it.
Well, the pace was taken out completely of the attack. It's just on the same side of the pitch. Of course, Milan are pressing though, winning the ball high up the field.
And then the pass from Montolivo intended to be in the path of Kucka. Was overhit.
Yeah, just needed to roll the ball in there. But you can feel the tension is vibrating off the pitch into the stands around us as well. The fans are really feeling this. Feeling one goal. Let's forget about what I said at the start. Lots of goals. One goal will separate the sides this evening.
Handanović being closed down by Luiz Adriano. Perhaps Mihailovic has told Adriano to run his socks off for the opening 20 minutes of the second half, so he's got nothing left to give, and the substitution made. Perisic dinking the cross in, and tipped over by Diego Lopez. The head with no power on it from Guarín, down into the ground.
Well, finally we see what Perisic can do. A step over, wonderful ball. That's an excellent ball, curling across the 6-yard area away from the goalkeeper, who's caught in two minds, and then just getting back there and flipping the ball over the crossbar. So the game turns from one end of the pitch to the other.
Jovetić with the corner kick, Guarin's header this time.
Good position, wasn't he? An excellent position. He just got a bit more purchase on there. He was free header, and Mihailovic wouldn't have been too happy with that defending at all. Look at this. Well, this is it. The header from Guarín, bouncing down and then touched over the bar. So I'd like to see the second header from the corner. Too much space there for Fredy Guarín. So bright start to the second half from both sides. They really go. It's good to see that they're going for the victory here.
Felipe Melo gets a second chance to create something in the centre circle. Here's Perisic. Now hugging this left-hand side. Touches the ball into Icardi. Offside against Jovetić.
It's a neat play there by Icardi, but Jovetić had made his run too soon. You can see they're trying to backpedal. But Milan knew what they were doing now. All coming out in the line. That's much better from the Milan defence.
Honda playing much deeper in the second half. There's the ball to Bonaventura. One touch too many. Shot breaks off Murillo. Back to Honda. And again Bonaventura. Now Ignazio Abate. Juraj Kucka. And Abate. First time cross opportunity. Straight in to Samir Handanović.
That wasn't the best of deliveries. Haven't seen, apart from that Perisic cross moments earlier, we haven't seen any decent balls played in from the flanks. But certainly going forward, Bonaventura can gamble, if you like, and come in field a bit, because Fredy Guarín, he's coming back in field when he has to defend, so there's no one going out wide. And
Kondogbia getting himself in a bit of a panic here.
Big panic, wasn't it? Got away with that. And Medel calmly done. But the young man there doesn't want to be back in that position.
But the ball fed through by Santon for Guarín. He's got space down through the middle. Guarín! What a finish by Fredy Guarín! Inter break the deadlock on 58 minutes.
Just when Inter looked to be caught out at the back there, they break quickly. That was a wonderful finish, but at the same time, Icardi made the run that took two defenders away, opened up the space, and he knew he had to hit it firmly, and he did. And we know that Fredy Guarín, when he connects, that ball stays stuck. And we'll see it again. I'd like to see go straight to the replay. We're going to see the celebrations. Watch this again. Look at the run from Icardi. Zapata just followed him. Too much space in the middle there. Romagnoli caught out of possession. It's a wonderful finish, there's no doubt about that, but look at how much space he had going through there. De Sciglio had to come right across from the left-hand side. Couldn't get there quickly enough. And Inter ahead. Well, we've got our goal.
Guarín, who threatened earlier with two headers, then comes up with a sweet left foot finish to open the scoring in this derby. Romagnoli, though, was sold with a dummy from Guarín. And as you said, Richard, Icardi took away the other central defender. And with that huge chasm in the centre of defence, Guarín did need a second. Asking here, and Milan looking for a quick response. And here now, it's now an Inter-home match. The stadium is jumping, apart from the Curva on our right-hand side, the Curva Sud.
Yeah, that is, as I said, Inter's home game. They have the majority of the fans, but Milan need the quick response here to silence that euphoria from the Inter home support.
Crossing from De Sciglio, Felipe Melo, and Santon chesting the ball down one to the other. Then Handanović is happy with his defending. Just before that goal, but Kondogbia panicking at the edge of his own box. Inter scrambled the ball clear, and then quick thinking by Santon released Guarín, and we have the deadlock broken. Jovetić looking for Perisic, but Kucka intercepted, couldn't find Bacca.
Well, Medel positioning sense is excellent, isn't it? In there, but Felipe Melo earlier on in the heart of the defence as well. Back there's the third central defender. But, Inter buoyed by this goal from Guarín.
Kondogbia using his strength again to hold off Kucka. It's been impressive coming forward in the second half. Ball dinged forward by Guarín. Too much on it for Icardi.
Never going to get that to Icardi, but you may not have seen a lot of the ball, but his movement has been excellent this evening, and for that goal, we'll watch it again. Any young centre forward, that's a textbook play.
Juan Jesus got a hold there of Luiz Adriano. Juan Jesus, one of 3 players booked in the first half. That's risky play.
Very risky, isn't it? Let's have a look again. Is there any need to do that? In any other situation, that could have been a yellow card. And as you say, he's already been booked. So
the referee saves Jesus.
Careful.
Balotelli will come on. We have a first change. Mario Balotelli, former Inter player, will come on for his second debut for Milan. He replaces Bacca. And you can hear what the Inter fans think about this.
Well, I think that's a good move from Sinisa Mihajlovic. Get Balotelli on here. Why not? You're a goal down. Bring on the man who's now the hate figure for the Inter fans.
And he doesn't mind being the hate figure.
Not at all. And that's where he can thrive. Gets obviously the applause from the Milan fans, and he's straight under the ball. He's come on. He says, "I'll take this free kick." Will he go direct for goal from here?
With interesting start to Balotelli's second spell at Milan. What can he create from here? Up steps number 45. In with the delivery. Touched on right across the face of goal. And no takers at the far post.
It's a better delivery than has gone before. It's into the danger zone, flicked across, no one could get in there. Entered a lot of bodies back in there, getting in the way. Good defending again. Here's the goal once more. Had a look up Guarín, and then sweetly struck with a instep with the left foot into the far corner. And Handanović enjoying the celebrations. At the other end, the goalkeeper's always left out, of course.
Also saw Marquetta actually racing up the entire length of the pitch to celebrate with Alessandro Matri earlier this evening. Icardi working hard. There's Jovetić and Perisic, those 3. They'll be asked to keep pressure on the Milan defence. There's Kondogbia again breaking forward in midfield. Felipe Melo using his muscles against Balotelli, and Felipe Melo gets a yellow card. You don't do that to Mario Balotelli.
I'll have to have a look at that again. I think Felipe Melo just stepped in, as he always makes his challenges. I think the referee had to race across there. Of course, these are tinderbox situations, ready to ignite at any moment, especially with Mario Balotelli on the pitch again. Let's have a look again. Nothing wrong there with that challenge. Milton got the ball. Balotelli goes over. The referee caught out. They're caught in the moment there, the referee. Straight out with the yellow card. No reason to bring the yellow card out there.
Balotelli again asking for the ball. Felipe Melo, as you said, Richard, robust as ever in his tackling.
It was a fair challenge.
And again Balotelli with the free kick on this right hand side. Certainly showing plenty of personality, Balotelli. Now can he match his first delivery with another sweet second one? Made away by Murillo. Bonaventura kicks on Santon. Should be the keepers, and Handanović a full stretch. He wants to kickstart a counter-attack here, but Inter happy for the keeper to keep hold of the ball, calm things down. Inter leading by a goal to nil.
Leading by a goal to nil. And really the way Milan are playing, Inter, all they need to do is not give away free kicks, because Milan aren't really constructing anything. Too many touches on the ball. Look here, going out, it's back. It's not quickly enough. The ball played. There should be a player coming in inside looking for the ball.
And Felipe Melo steps in. Another challenge, robust, with Mario Balotelli. This time to number 45, who gives away the free kick. And if you can get Balotelli riled, then he'll be a lot less effective. And that could be perhaps Felipe Melo's plan. Montolivo just hooks the ball over his shoulder, hopefully.
It's still a matter of constructing the equaliser. Can't hope just for the free kick, then the ball played in, and maybe getting a deflection on for an equaliser.
Late challenge by Kucka on Juan Jesus, and that'll be a yellow card as well. As they swap yellow cards, Juan Jesus in 37 minutes fouled Kucka. He got the booking, and now it's the other way around on 66 minutes.
Well, this is where Mihailovic's tactical and technical awareness needs to come into play.
You got to say, in the opening 15 minutes, his tactical, hitting the ball quickly over the top.
That's not going to work anymore.
With Bacca and Luiz Adriano. It hasn't worked since. And if we consider the goals that they have scored, 2 goals against Empoli, they had no shots on target at all against Fiorentina in round 1. In fact, Milan, coming into this match, only 4 shots on target all season. And that has been a problem. The goals they scored against Empoli, one long ball from Luiz Adriano to Bacca, and he run basically the length of the pitch, and Juan Jesus stays down. The second goal was a mistake by Skorupski in goal from Empoli from a corner kick, and Luiz Adriano powered the header into the net. So goals and even creating goal-scoring chances have been difficult for Mihailovic's side all campaign, but they need to create something, or they're going to have to accept a second defeat of the season.
Or if they get the free kick, and as I was saying, the ball played into the box, deflection, head or whatever, but goals come from constructing the play, the build-up play. That's where the goals come from. Or they come, in Milan's sense, from a quick counter-attack. That's not going to happen now because Inter are going to sit back. They've got the goal.
Montoya will come on. Also, sort of stripped and ready for action. Rodrigo Palacio was Telles. Will come on, another arrival from Galatasaray. 2 for the price of 1 with Felipe Melo. And Telles will make his debut, replacing Juan Jesus. Strange scene there. Juan Jesus was told to get up by the referee. So the referee said, look, I'm going to book the player, you can get up now. Juan Jesus said, I'm actually staying down because I'm in pain. And point proven as he comes off on a stretcher.
Yeah, so Telles will slot in on that left-hand side of the defence. There's another late challenge. Just frustrations starting to simmer here for Milan. Got to keep the cool as well. It's a match that can just drift away from you, can't it? That goal came at the right time for Inter. Wasn't in the last 15 minutes where then Milan would all be piling forward. It was early enough in the second half for them to calm things down again. And since the goal, Milan haven't really constructed anything to find the equaliser apart from the free kicks
from Mario Balotelli. And like Balotelli, Inter's substitute, comes and steps over the free kick immediately. Naturally left-footed. Leaves it though for Jovetić. And that's easy for the goalkeeper. Poor delivery again from Jovetić.
It was slightly tired delivery, wasn't it? A bit flat. I'd hope that Mario Balotelli isn't on just special teams, take corners and free kicks.
Juan Jesus still being stretchered round the side of the pitch, quite a long way back to the old tunnel.
If the construction work down below the main stand for the Champions League final, which will be here at the great legendary San Siro Stadium.
De Sciglio. Ironic it is that not one of the Milan sides in Europe is on that. Just couldn't pick his knees up quick enough to reach the pass. He's in the corner.
Didn't have the legs, did he? But in behind the defence. Again, stretching. Murillo with a last-ditch challenge yet again. Another corner, and once again, Balotelli to take it.
Who will be the target for this delivery from Balotelli? Zapata and Luiz Adriano appear the most likely, but also remember Kucka is dangerous with his runs, and Kucka appears set to run to the edge of the near edge of the 6-yard box. Balotelli swings it in deep. Bonaventura won the header, and it's again easy for Handanović.
Yeah, it's always going to come off the line clear. Man, as that ball dropped, looped out of the sky, and Inter again comfortable enough.
And here's another former Inter player ready to come on for Milan, less infamous than Mario Balotelli. It's Andrea Poli.
Well, it's that would be hard running again in midfield, not real creativity.
A handball by Felipe Melo. The referee waves play on. Had he whistled there, would have been another yellow card for Felipe Melo, and the players risking being sent off here. Stakes are high. A good low cross inside the 6-yard box. Mauro Icardi so close to adding a second for Inter.
Well, I think that was accidental there, and let's see this excellent ball in from Santon, and stooping header there from Icardi, but coming off his shoulder in the end. Abate doing enough as well, and the double changes to be made.
Palacio comes on for Jovetić, while Kucka is replaced by Poli. I think that'll also be a move, as Kucka has been tiring, doesn't want to leave the boot in once too often, already riding on that yellow card.
Yes, absolutely, and as we were saying before, Jovetić just tiring slightly, but another excellent performance overall. Maybe at times overdoing it on the individual side a little bit too much, but still a wonderful talent, and that's a good move from both coaches.
Palacio and Icardi know each other's game inside out. And Palacio could enjoy some of these spaces left by Milan as they push forward in the closing 18 minutes.
No, absolutely, that's where it'll be on. And Palacio always full of running. And as we said, with Inter sitting back now a little bit more, Milan could be open to that counter-attack. But again, that's just a ball played forward there. Luiz Adriano has to think about a man coming in, and then also where's he going to pass the ball to in the end? Loses it completely. Again, not constructing anything through the midfield. We're saying revamping that midfield, but not to great effect, one has to say.
One player has stepped up to the mark. There has been Riccardo Montolivo, but as you said, Richard, playing deep and still looking for possession inside his own half here. It's also been the criticism levelled at De Jong.
But De Jong is that sort of player who will, he is a defensive midfielder. Montolivo, I've never really seen him as a defensive midfielder. Definitely should be playing 10-15 yards further forward. May have to gamble a little bit. But can they, Milan? Can they change that the way they've been playing?
Certainly calls for huge personality from the Rossoneri here as we head into the final 15 minutes plus stoppage time.
Well, we've seen plenty of late drama in the Milan derbies, haven't we? So plenty of time to go.
Abate shovels the ball forward for Honda. And there's some contact between Poli and Murillo. Murillo making an absolute meal of it. Balotelli. Running at the end of defence, Balotelli breaks a couple of tackles, good ball in, and panic there in the end of defence.
Yeah, Murillo there. In the end, he was looking for the free kick earlier on. Balotelli, good strength, keep going, and slice clearance, so more pressure from Milan. Balotelli again with the corner kick.
Balotelli breaking the tackle of his close friend Santon. And here is Balotelli again with a corner kick. Wicked delivery.
Excellent delivery, wasn't it? That's more like it.
Balotelli thinks on another cross.
The second one wasn't bad either. Romagnoli with a bit of time maybe.
In his usual nonchalant way, swings in the cross and looks as if he's not interested in the remainder of what happens. Balotelli's over on the right-hand side.
He's got just trying to get involved. That's what his job since coming on. And had a good run to win the corner. That's what they need to get the ball to Balotelli. They need to do it in a manner that's not just the ball sent up there. They've got to get it fed through to him.
Kondogbia, simple ball into Perisic. Honda did well to get in the front of Teres. Abate. De Sciglio. Space here. Milan being forced back into their own half. Inter covering well. Felipe Melo can come back on.
And of course, Milan only have a few more seconds with the man advantage. Hence Inter sitting right back. And Felipe Melo just there in the corner for a picture. Onto the pitch again.
Honda, edge of the box. Milan can't make that penetrating pass. Balotelli goes for the shot outside of the post. Mario Balotelli almost scores a spectacular equaliser for Milan.
Yeah, almost super again, Mario. And that's more like it, isn't it? Dipping effort. Handanović beaten off the frame of the post. Quick feet there. That's Balotelli of old. Well, would that have been a great comeback?
Mancini admitted that he even thought about bringing back Balotelli, but he was pipped at the post by Milan.
No, absolutely, and we saw pre-match down on the touchline that both greeted each other, long lost friends, or maybe a sort of father and son.
As Cerci has been told to prepare, and Milan will make their final change, always there has to be, of an attacking nature. Alessio Cerci. The player also linked to Inter last January, but he chose Milan. Great play by Kondogbia, a player also that Milan had eyes on in the summer. That's how far the rivalry goes between these two clubs. Balotelli looks for Luiz Adriano with an audacious pass, but Teres, he's settled into this derby very well indeed. Perisic almost getting the beating of Abate.
Well, the new boys are settling into the game very well in the final third of the match. They're starting to find their derby legs. Here's one player needs to find his legs, never going to reach that on that. Not the paciest player. Of course, that's not the sort of ball that he really wants. That's the ball for the man about to come on. Alessio Cerci.
Well, it'll be number 11 for number 10. As we see the skill again from Balotelli, and his shot that hit the outside of the post. Has to get rid of his outrageous hairstyle by President Balotelli, by President Berlusconi. And Balotelli obviously ignoring that advice.
Well, can't keep him out of the headlines. Mario Balotelli, and he's back in the headlines for all the good things. Come on, he's had an impact, nearly finding the equaliser, got involved in the game, and as I say, 10 minutes for Milan to find the equaliser.
Kondogbia. Well read by Abate. The pass was intended for the run of Rodrigo Palacio. Here's Andrea Poli. Kondogbia using his strength, but outnumbered there.
Another player just tiring a little bit. There's Balotelli again in that dangerous position where he can cut back inside.
Couple of step overs. And then he's been just bundled over.
That was a hasty challenge there by Guarín. There's no need to make that challenge. Balotelli was protecting the ball well, but Guarín just wanted a little bite. Too many. He's still going on. Icardi, the captain.
Yep.
The young captain.
Youngest captain in 60-odd years in the derby. And it is number 10 to come off for the number 11.
Well, Keisuke Honda, at times he's been bypassing the game. He's had probably his best play has been out wide rather than through the middle. At times Bacca was dropping into his position, keeping him out of the game really. Yes, well, Guarín there apologising sort of, but this is within Balotelli range, isn't it?
It is indeed. Balotelli starts his run up, strikes in the shot, and Handanović didn't look too comfortable there, got fingertips.
Let's have a look again as that ball went down. Oh, excellent save, wasn't it? That's a wonderful save. That tipping effort from Mario Balotelli. What an impact he's made. I think he'd been out of the game since April.
No, Balotelli takes the corner kick this time. Bonaventura now on his right hand side. They're going to take on Medel. It's a good cross in by Bonaventura. That's another corner kick for Milan, piling the pressure on here. Zapata.
Well, at this stage you've got to keep the central defenders up there. You can leave Abate back, he's got the pace, they cover at the back, enter on the counter-attack, but it's an all-out attack for Milan. Has to be. Time is ticking away.
In comes the delivery, it's a low one. Bounces harmlessly through for Handanović, who has earned his bonus with that fingertip save to deny Balotelli.
It was a wonderful save, wasn't it? Excellent free kick. I mean, that man at the Balotelli can take them. Hit their dipping and swerving at the same time. Full stretch.
And Perisic is down.
That's another cramping. It's got to be.
A player though who has had a pre-season. He's even played more matches in the German league than they have in the Italian.
Yeah, but there, just at that moment, probably just when he was stretching, you could see me wanting to be substituted. Let's get shots of the passion and the derby here, Milan. And that man there, just in your picture, Luiz Adriano, he could have made the difference early on. Mario Balotelli has played his part, whatever the outcome, but time for a change for Inter.
It is. It's last year's captain Ranocchia. Gives you an idea of what Inter want to do in these closing minutes. They're bringing on a central defender for their bright spark in attack, Ivan Perisic.
Well, came into the game as the match wore on, certainly showed a lot more in the early stages, was on the periphery of things, but of course a lot more to come from him early on in the season. He's really pleased with his debut for Inter, especially if they win the derby.
And now they have 5 men in defence to hold on to their 1-goal lead. Don't expect Medel to step up into midfield, not when you have Felipe Melo and Kondogbia doing the work of 4, and here is Kondogbia. Teles. That's a good cross in, but eventually just drifts into Diego Lopez. Now Montolivo needs to think quickly.
And it's difficult to break from that position. Milan just need to construct again. Inter funneling back.
Poli looking for the run of Cerci. Wonderful play by Murillo. He had a shaky first half as well, but he's looking more solid as the game progresses.
I think he's going to be, as I say, one of those firm fan favourites, isn't he? With his commitment and covering.
Yeah, he and Miranda, two rock-solid central defenders. No nonsense.
It's definitely got to say that of the two sides, Inter look more complete and capable of battling there at the top of the table. Say this season with let's watch this move again. Kondogbia showing a lot of confidence there. What a turnaround in his game.
Also remember the last derby was the debut of Gnoukouri. And we have another youngster putting on a show towards the end of this derby.
Yeah, with a big price tag as well. But, just before this corner, with Juve struggling at the start of this season, a great start for it. There's a great opportunity here for Milan, Inter, and of course, as you said before, Paul, at the start, Inter, only team with 100% record.
Corner swung in, led away by Romagnoli, overhead kick. Murillo. But a spectacular finish, but now his job is to get back into that central defensive position. Andrea Ranocchia. Also Medel there in the centre of defence. Here's Cerci. Milan looking for a way through the Nerazzurri defensive line.
And Cerci there was too hasty in playing the ball.
Romagnoli, wonderful play by the youngster. Stepping in and denying Palacio a run through. And Romagnoli stayed forward in this attack. Balotelli goes down, looking for the free kick. The referee doesn't award it.
Yeah, but definitely looking for it on that occasion.
Teles looking for Palacio. The referee will play advantage with Icardi. Almost through on goal, but that's well taken away from him by De Sciglio.
They don't want to push too many players forward. Guarín there was up in support, but he didn't need to be. This stage, heading into the last 2 minutes plus added time. He's going forward, save the energy for defending.
We've had stoppages to Felipe Melo, Juan Jesus and Perisic, so you can add on also all the substitutes. We're looking for around at least 5 minutes of time to be added on. Alessio Cerci still unable to get into any match really since he arrived at Milan.
Now he's in this situation, he's got to stay out wide and try to get one-on-one with the defender, Teles. Get the ball into the box, and he's got to get Balotelli. I think Balotelli's got to come off the wing and go into the centre and leave the wing free here for Cerci. Here he is now.
You mentioned confidence players, and he is an outstanding example of one. There was one coach who gave him everything he needed, and that was Gianpiero Ventura, who is at the San Siro this evening looking on with his high-flying Torino.
Absolutely. And they played to his strengths. It's better from Cerci.
Ball in through the channel. And Ranocchia making sure he got in the tackle. He needs his confidence boosted as well.
He does as well. He's very much on the periphery of things. Lost the captain's armband as well. Even if he had played this evening, he wasn't going to be captain. Icardi was always going to be the captain. So Milan again. A lot of bodies in around the 6-yard area.
Bonaventura's cross. Touched away by Handanović, but the ball had already gone out. And so it's a goal kick for Inter. They now head into the final 30 seconds of normal time. 1 goal to the good. The 1 goal scored on 58 minutes by Fredy Guarín.
When you've got a corner in that situation in the last 30 seconds, it's got to be delivered into the danger zone.
Milan seem to be sliding to a second away defeat of the campaign without scoring a goal. even though they're at their home ground. And we're back here next Saturday against Palermo.
5 minutes to be added though, Paul.
5
Plenty
minutes.
of time in a Milan derby to find a goal.
But since going a goal behind, anything that they have created in the sense of danger has come from only Mario Balotelli. Dummy there by Balotelli. Long range shot from Bonaventura.
That was the thing you didn't want to do. How far is he out there? 30 metres. In the dying seconds, the tired legs. When you've got 4 players making the run forward, player going out wide. All they need is one clear opportunity. At this stage, they're looking for an equaliser. So you've got to still construct.
But Inter have lost only 1 of the last 10 derbies, winning 7, drawing 2, and they are only stoppage time away from making that winning 8, drawing 2 in their last 11. But here's Alessio Cerci. Got away from Telles, but he won't keep that ball in play. He will have another corner kick though.
No time to waste. Cerci's got to take it on the left foot. It's perfect for the left-footed player to curl that ball into the 6-yard area. Draw Handanović off his line.
Here comes Cerci's delivery, and it's Medel of all players to get in the way. Palacio can't keep possession for Inter. That's a lovely cushion header down. And Santon gets the throw.
They'll take the throw. Palacio is making the run down the right-hand side in space, but at this stage, a throw is just as good as a ball down to the other end of the pitch. And Felipe Melo, one of the, I think, man of the match. Really in that midfield's controlled things.
A wonderful first half followed up with a wonderful second by Felipe Melo. Now that Inter players have come on in this second period, and they just seem stronger and more convincing than the Rossoneri. One player who can make the difference is Mario Balotelli. He's got this free kick here, tripped up by Kondogbia.
No time to waste, got to take this free kick quickly. Is it going to be the set piece? Montolivo playing the ball out wide.
Poli to Cerci, again running at Telles. Has he got the free kick? He has indeed.
Should get the free kick, even though he'd overrun the ball.
He had overrun the ball. Foot dragging behind. And another set piece. Balotelli will come over.
Diving into the challenge. But could it be the set piece to save Milan this evening? This is the last opportunity. The ball was being overrun, but Telles, and he was committed to the foul, to the tackle, which turned into a foul.
Very similar to the foul from Cesar that led to the penalty for Juventus yesterday evening. Unnecessary because the ball had been overplayed. Will it be as costly for Inter as it was for Chievo? As Balotelli is in the free kick, falls to the edge of the box on the volley. Giacomo Bonaventura lashes it way off target.
And the ball didn't come down quickly enough really for him. And that's Bonaventura, the player who wants to play in that position as the attacking midfielder, but the tension of the moment getting to him as well. And it's all about just staying strong for Inter, for Milan. They're walking back. Are there any players who can just win the ball? One last effort. It's going to take a big ask for Milan to find the equaliser here into the last minute.
Milan now only 1 clean sheet in the last 10 matches over the last 2 seasons. It's going to be another free kick. Balotelli again fouled. Poli.
It's one of those situations where Inter just want to disrupt the play now. The referee's going to have to just calm the things down and probably add another 30 seconds on to the 20 we have remaining. And the stare there from Mihajlović, but it's going to count for little. if they cannot find the equaliser. Another free kick, another set piece to try to find an equaliser.
And the Inter fans still too tense to start celebrating. They know that the pressure is on their defence. They're now into the 6th minute of stoppage time. Inter leading Milan by a goal to nil. Is this the last opportunity for the equaliser for the Rossoneri? That's the worst free kick from Balotelli since he came on, and it's all over for the first derby of the season. The 164th between Milan and Inter win by a goal to nil. The goal coming from Guarín on 50.